Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. It's Leslie, if you don't already know. I completely decided to make up this random tutorial while I was sitting at home doing nothing. And yeah, I pretty much want to apologize in advance because the lighting in this video is off. I completely struggled to get the right lighting. To even do my makeup and film was a little hectic. Let's just say that. Um, so I pretty much primed my eyelids with the Pro Longwear Paint Pot and Painterly by MAC, and then I went in with the shade Caregiver um, in the Tartelette palette by Tarte, and I'm pretty much using that all over the lid and the crease to kind of set so that whatever shade I use on top is going to be easy to blend. And then I decided to go in with the Natural Beauty shadow in the same palette in the crease. And yeah, I was pretty much honestly struggling to kind of see the work I was doing, and I'm sorry. I turn on the light, turn off the light, turn on the light. I was trying to go off sunlight, but yeah, it was a fail. And then I'm going in with the shade Power Play into the crease. And I'm slowly building up the smoky crease that I wanted to do. Again, this was completely random, out of nowhere. Just coming up with something. And I'm pretty much going back and forth with those two colors. And then I'm going to use Best Friend and Bombshell in the same palette and kind of build up the intensity. I really, really love this palette, the Tartelette palette. I think it's honestly one of my favorite palettes for cool tone eyeshadows. Very easy to blend. I was going to go for a matte eyeshadow kind of look, but I decided not to do that. And I ended up going for a more shimmery, smoky look, purple look. And yeah, again, I apologize for the lighting. There you go. Somehow the sunlight decided to work with me. So I'm pretty much just blending in with the same two shadows, Best Friend and Bombshell, which are more of a dark purple and mauve color. Just going back and forth and then making sure to really, really blend. As I add a little bit more, I always blend as well. If that makes sense. I hope I didn't repeat myself. And then I decided to use the Morphe 35D palette. I decided to use the purple shades in this palette, but I'll be completely honest with you, I was not a fan of this palette at all. This is actually the first Morphe palette that I ever bought, and I was not happy with it at all. Like, I was struggling to apply the shades. So, yeah, if you have any other palettes or shadows, individual shadows that have just like these kind of purpley colors, I would just use those, to be honest, because I was really struggling here. Like, I was not happy with the with just the payoff, the color payoff. I mean, I didn't use anything to enhance the color pigment. I probably should have, and I think you need to with this palette, but I decided to go in with a lighter purple shade to see if maybe it would be easier to blend and apply on the lid, which it was. And I decided to kind of stick with it and work with it. I don't know if it's just my Morphe palette that came really bad. Maybe yours isn't. Hopefully it isn't. But I would just kind of stay away from this palette. But they've definitely stepped it up with the recent palettes that they came out with. It's way more pigmented. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up the under eye because I know I've had some fallout, especially with color pigments or color shadows. You get a lot of fallout. You could honestly use any wipes. The ones I use were the Clinique wipes, the exfoliating wipes, I believe it is. But any wipes at home could do, or a makeup remover. And then I'm pretty much just going in with like a more rounder brush inside the crease with no shadow on it, just kind of making sure I blend out. Yeah, just pretty much making sure everything looks blended, because I feel like when you do color eyeshadows like blues and greens and any dark colors, you really have to blend really, really well. Going in with the Tartelette palette, the Shadow Bombshell. Kind of want to intensify the eye a little bit more, but making sure everything looks pretty clean and blended. And then with a clean brush, just kind of going over that to make sure everything, again, is blended. If I had like a penny for every time I said every time I said blended, I would probably have a lot of money. Then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild eyeliner, which I love. It just kind of glides on. And then I'm going in with my foundation. The foundation I'm using today is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in light neutral. A lot of people say this foundation is medium to full coverage. Honestly, to me, it's like light to medium coverage. The reason why I say that is because, like sheer to medium coverage, is because I have trouble kind of it doesn't really cover as much as I want it to. And I feel like my skin is really, like I don't have a lot to cover, so the fact that it doesn't cover as much as it should, it's pretty sheer to me, pretty sheer. I just feel like with this foundation you kind of have to blend it out really fast because it dries up, not dries, but it kind of sets really quick. And then the concealer I'm using today underneath my eyes and in certain spots on my face is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer in the shade 06 Madeleine, which I've used in previous tutorials and videos. So just blending, blending, blending with the Beauty Blender. Which honestly, I don't even remember where I got this Beauty Blender from. It's a good Beauty Blender though. I'm pretty sure I got it off Amazon. And then I'm going in with the Airspun Translucent Powder. I'm pretty sure you can find this at Walmart for like $5. It's a pretty good setting spray. It comes with a lot of powder. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's pretty messy. And then I'm going in with my bronzer. The one I'm using is Sephora Bronzing Face Powder in Los Cabos Muy in Medium 3. I love this because it's pretty much, it's not too orange and not too gray. It's just the perfect shade. So I'm pretty much just going over my cheeks with this bronzer, giving myself some color. Yep, all over my face. And then a little bit of dancing. Going in with just a blending brush, going over the crease. I feel like purple eyeshadows, I mean like purple eyeshadow colors, or any purples, greens, and blues, they really make brown eyes stand out. So now I'm just pretty much going in with my eyeliner again and kind of drawing a small wing. Again, the lighting was not on my side today at all. And neither was the mirror. So after we apply the eyeliner, we're going to go in with our highlighter. My favorite highlighter of all time, the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. Just adding a little bit on the cheeks, a little bit on the nose, and a little bit in the inner eye corner. And now we're basically going to apply the same two shadows we've used on the crease from the Tartelette palette, Best Friend and Bombshell. We're going to apply that underneath the eye. For some reason, I feel like neutral colors and cooler tone colors, they somehow complement my skin tone better than warmer colors. But I end up using warmer colors more often. So now I'm pretty much just curling my lashes with the Suede eyelash curler. And I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black mascara for underneath my eyes. I had already used mascara before applying any makeup. And I did 2 lip colors to see, 2 lip colors that you could wear with this look. The NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick and number 4, Soft Spoken. And it's pretty much like a more dark mauvey brownish color. You could pretty much leave it like that if you wanted to. You can go with a nude as well. I feel like nudes would look really good with a smoky eye. And I also decided to use the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lipstick. I believe it is. Lip Stain. And Clueless on top. Just to kind of change it up. Make it a little bit more pink. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. And sorry about the whole lighting situation. Have a good one.